Alright, so the first step to this is figuring out which type of oil you need and how much. You can go to the owner's manual, and it has oil capacity and drain with drain and refill, and then with and without the filter. So with the filter you need 5.4 liters of oil, and the recommended oil is 5W30 for all temperatures. And then next step is to make sure you get it on level surface. So I'm going to do that now. Next, you're going to get out the jack from the back of the car. And most models, the jack comes standard in the bottom, just in the below your trunk, below the compartments with the spare tire. And you're just going to bring this over, and there's going to be a little spot over here along the trim where it's got a designated spot for you to put the jack on to where it doesn't damage the car. Let me see that, please. You'll notice the spot because it'll have it'll be lower than the trim under here, and it'll have like a crink where it just goes lower at. You just want to line the jack up with that. Alright, so I got the hood popped and the car jacked up all the way to where I can get under it. Got a light under there so I can see, it gets kind of dark under there. And gather my supplies, so you need a socket wrench and usually about a 15mm socket. And then you need a piece of cardboard to put under the car where you're going to be taking the oil off from under the oil pan. Just so in case like it spills, it doesn't get everywhere wherever you're at. It doesn't seep through, and then you need a can to catch the oil. And these, the top just comes off real easy. And then you just take this, slide it under the car where you're able to crawl under. Then you need an old dirty rag because it's going to get messy. You need to crawl under through the center of the car. Alright, make sure your oil pan is lined up and you got cardboard down here in case it spills. And I'm directly below the oil pan, to the center, and the plug is right there on the corner. So that's just what you're going to take off, and you want to do it, loosen it up just so you can get it off with your hand, and then be able to pull it out real quick, but make sure you don't hurt the gasket on it so the oil flows into the pan without causing too much of a mess. Alright, so once all the oil is taken out of the engine, you've lowered the car, let the rest of it get out, and then jack it back up to where you had it. You're going to move the pan under the oil filter after you've replaced the plug. So you'll just go down here and make sure you put the plug back in up here, and you're just going to slide this over and get it as close to under the oil filter as possible. It's another good thing to have the cardboard down here in case it spills. Just got to come back up here. And the oil filter is this little white cylinder down here, and you're just going to unscrew that and keep the hole that the oil flows into it from like pointed up as like vertical as you can get it while you pull it out, so you spill as little as possible. Then you're just going to take your new filter, and whenever you're putting the new filter on, there's going to be oil in that, and you need to put oil along the gasket of the new filter when you replace it so it locks the seal and slides on better. With the new one, you're going to tighten it until it becomes tight, and you're going to you're going to keep twisting it either a half a turn to 1.5 turn, depending on what the directions say with that filter. Alright, so I went ahead and took the car down from the jack, just lowered it, took the jack away. I mean, you can put it up, you can set it to the side until you're done. But next is refilling the engine with oil. It's going to be right here on the top. And it just twists off real quick. It'll say engine oil on the cap. Alright, next you just need a funnel. Just set your funnel on there. Then take the oil, brand new oil, fill it back up. Just get what you can in there. Make sure you fill up all 5.7 liters of it. Take that off, let it drain all the way out. Take the rag, clean it off, clean out the inside of the funnel so when you go to use it next time it's not filled with dust and oil. Wipe off around the top, along the top of the engine and around the cap. And replace the cap. Just twist right back on there real quick. Alright, next we're going to refill the windshield wiper fluid. It's just going to usually be around the side. Along the cap it'll just have a picture of windshield wipers on it. Just going to flip that up. Take a bottle of the windshield wiper fluid. Just going to pour that straight in there. Put the cap back on. You're done.